Hi, my name is Derek Molson. I'd like to welcome you back to the Schroth training videos. Today we're going to discuss our most popular belt, the 2-inch Flexi lap belt. It gets its name from its flexible mounting configurations of whether it being in a pull down or in a pull up configuration. Set this aside for a second. One of the reasons that this belt is so popular is because depending on the seat, the adjuster can get caught in the side of the seat in a pull up, and sometimes with a small driver they can get caught coming down into the side of the seat as in a pulling down fashion. So depending on what you need, it's very easy to rewrap and change the mounting. So basically, if you reference our other wrapping videos of the Flexi lap belt, you can see how I did this more clearly, but I'll just take you through it real quick right now. Unwrapping it is pretty easy on both sides. It's both the same wrap. Come out down through again with your finger and your thumb. You push as you're pulling the webbing through, and it just slides right out. So at this point, your belt will look like this, and you can either flip it around for a pull up, which is what we're going to do right now. So with the LV4 back on the strap, followed by the B14, go down through the bottom, come around, make a circle back to the LV4. We do a figure 8 through the back of the B14, coming out the center of the LV4, pulling tight, and then locking strap back through the LV4. Again, it's going to be the same wrap as we come up to the front. The LV4 goes on the belt, followed by our cam lock clip. Come again back through the LV4, down through the back of the cam lock clip, forming the figure 8. Come out through the center of the LV4, pulling tight. Come back around for a lock strap. Probably in a very short amount of time, you can go from pull up to pull down, any configuration you need. Now we have different hardware, obviously the B14, which we just showed you. We also have the B24, it's for a bolt-in application. We have the B63, which is more along our lines of our NASCAR applications, but still works the same. And we also have the B64. All of these are very popular depending on which mounting configurations you're going to be going to. With the B63 and the B24, they require our SG washers that basically they taper it down from the 1/2-inch hole that comes stock, and you can use your 7/16 hardware. Just slide in the back of it with a washer and a bolt, and it still allows the lap belt to pivot. You'll notice that because of the two different thicknesses of the hardware, we have two different S65 washers. If I put these together, you can just barely see why they're different, but it's just because it'll take up the allotted room in the hardware itself. With our B64, it's more along the lines of formula cars. We can install it for customers by request. It does save a little bit of weight. Other than that, it pretty much does the same application of the B24. You will notice that the main differences between the cam lock clip and the B64 is they're very close, but you can see there's a tapered angle that comes down, and the hole sizes are a little bit different from where they clip into the cam lock and where they would mount to the chassis. Now we're going to head back to the garage and speak with Joe Marco and talk about the different mounting configurations and proper angles of the belts as they're installed in the car.
Hi, this is Joe Marco. We're now going to follow up on Derek's conversation on the Flexi belt and actually show you the application in our race car here. We're going to look at how the interaction of the adjusters is going to work with the opening within the seat. Now I have here the Flexi belt in the pull-up configuration, and if I snap this onto our eye bolt, now you can see if I feed it through the hole, you can see where the adjuster is going to fall in this particular case. Now this may work, and if I try to tighten up the adjuster, this works fine from tightening it from the outside of the car, but it may be difficult for the driver to do from the inside of the car. So the alternative would be to switch it to the pull down. But before I do that, I just want to show you what we've done here. We've wrapped the Flexi belt so that it's close to the end of the snap-on adjuster, so that in all cases this adjuster is quite a distance from the opening of the seat. And that's important because we would never want the adjuster to be caught in the opening. As I load the belt and the body stretches and the belt webbing stretches, I don't want this adjuster to be caught up on the bottom of the seat opening here where it could actually cause the adjuster to release. Okay, so this is the pull-up configuration. And now what we're going to do is we're going to switch it to the pull-down configuration. So I'm just going to unsnap this, pull that out, and now we'll feed the pull-down belt right through here. And we'll snap that on. Okay, now we've got the belt done in a pull-down configuration. Now at this point, Derek could try to tighten it himself, but it might be a little bit difficult. But if we feed it through the hole, then the adjuster comes out at the bottom, and this might be a very easy way, if you have somebody who's tightening you into the car, to really get that lap belt tight. Notice that we have the adjuster up here is well inside the seat. So the seat, again, we don't want that adjuster to be anywhere near the seat opening where it can get caught up and be obstructed in any way. The 2-inch lap belt with this setup is much easier also because, as you can see, it really fits through the hole without any binding or any cording of the webbing. So it's an excellent setup. So the Flexi belt is a really super solution for any car in order to make the ease of the location of the adjuster and being able to adjust the belt easily. That wraps up our discussion of the Flexi belt today. We'd also like you to look at the video of lap belt installations, which will go over much more detail on the proper angles, the different hardware that can be mounted, and the optimization of the lap belt. So thank you for today, and we look forward to seeing you in many other videos.